Is Epo Dempsey Roll, and today we're doing something a little different. We are trying out a few demos from the Steam Next Fest event. And I got 3 demos. I think I got 4. Hey Mojo, what's up? Um, yeah, you mentioned the Next Fest. Did you grab anything and did you play anything? I got 3 that I'm thinking about trying out today. This one is Sable, clearly, as you can see. And the other 2, well, I guess we'll just get into that when we get there. So let's just jump in and see. Hopefully this has controller support. Settings? Maybe we should check out settings. Okay. Vertical axis. Yes, I am an inverted player. Uh, Everything else seems fine, I guess. New game. Mojo. They always run a cool side scroller. The reason why I wanted to try Sable, I believe this game has been shown a few times already at E3, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. The art style reminds me a lot of one of my favorite comic artists, Mobius. He's a French comic artist who's actually passed now. He's no longer in the mortal realm. Stranger of Paradise on PS5. Oh, how'd you like that one? You know what? That game had a very bad demo, or sorry, like trailer. The trailer did not inspire confidence, but from what I've seen people play, in terms of the actual demo, it seemed decent. Yeah, I'll probably expand on my thoughts about the influences of this game a little later, but let me just check out this intro here. Oh, do they want me to move? Oh, no. Moving Sable, use WASD. I'm not going to use WASD. Okay, so is this inverted? I sometimes... No, it's not. Down. No, 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 no. This is no good. I thought I changed it. Settings. Oh. Invert. On. Did that save now? Okay, I think that's how I like it. Yeah, quickly let me just mention a little bit more about Mobius. He's a French comic artist, and there's this documentary called Jodorowsky's Dune. It's about a movie that was never made. However, the movie itself, rather the production of the movie and all the people that were gathered together to make Jodorowsky's Dune, would go on to make many, many great things, and influence a lot of movies that would come out years later. It's a really interesting documentary, and it involves people like artists like H.R. Giger, most famously known for Aliens. However, he was originally working on Dune before Aliens, and similarly, Mobius was working on that movie as well. I was going to say game. Anyways, he's done a lot of interesting European comics, and yeah, this art style here is very much influenced by his work. Yeah. Anyways, let's just move on. Oh wow, I can climb? Whoa, I just moved up to this wall and I started climbing. Mojo, it's like FF7 Remake mixed with Dark Souls in terms of gameplay. Well, that sounds kind of awesome to me. Oh, it seems like there's a stamina meter. Okay, yeah. It drops down. So this game, it seems like they're doing some kind of like frame rate thing where it's like not super high frame rate in order to like convey a certain style and mood. Mm, to me, that's kind of polarizing. I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet, but I've already seen like some comments from people that they're kind of like half and half on that kind of thing. Okay. Have you played Neo, Mojo? Because Team Ninja made Neo, and Stranger of Paradise seems very Neo-like. Okay, so A to jump, A is X. This game is using the heathen buttons of the Xbox, uh, not the pure buttons of move towards a wall to begin climbing. Keep an eye on your stamina. Okay, I already figured that out. Whee! Let's see how my character looks. Interesting. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your food. I'll catch you later, maybe. Oh, okay. So I don't think I'm supposed to... I thought maybe this was a door. My understanding is this game is non-violent. There is no combat, or at least it didn't seem like it. I could be wrong. But at the very least, it's not like primarily a combat game, if at all. It's more about exploration. I wonder if I could get up there. Pretty cool that they let you just climb wherever you want. L to crouch. Okay, cool. Wow, yeah. Whoa. I mean, the way they've done these hills and everything, that is Mobius to a T. To a T. It's actually kind of awesome to just take it all in. This environment. Night Trap. Also Eco, yes, very much so. I wouldn't be surprised if Eco itself was inspired by that game as well. The game. I keep on saying game. Inspired by Mobius as well. Wow, this is just... I just love the bright, vibrant colors. You know, a lot of Mobius's comics are getting reprinted these days. But unfortunately, they've been recoloring his work. And Mobius is the kind of comic artist that actually got involved with his colors, right? Some artists do not get involved with the colors. That's my understanding, at least. That's all just handed off to someone else. But anyways, the modern reprints of Mobius's comics have like this totally different coloring style, and they lost all the vibrancy. And this is the vibrancy that I love. Okay, is this something? It is not. Some rubble. I mean, I like this kind of game just because it's like, you know, hopefully it's just a really like exploration heavy kind of game. A lot of mystery to it, and then, you know, can get into that. I could get into that. Sprinting, hold down B. B is what? B is circle. You can only... Okay, yeah, you can have stamina, sure. I don't have much stamina, it seems. Guess we're gonna... Oh, yeah, I can crouch. Ibex Camp. Wow. I love those title cards, too. Yes, I encourage anyone who's watching this now or in the future to look up Mobius's artwork, and you'll definitely see the connection there. The Ibex Camp. I can feel Jadi smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-baring little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. Jody, you know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? Oh, so Sable's the name of my character. Okay. Oh, look, it's like a MMO or a RPG I can choose. I know, I know. Tell Jody that I know. I tell Jody that I know, but that it hasn't quite sunk in yet. She chuckles. Okay, so the way they're doing the dialogue is not like my character is speaking from the first person. It's almost like a book or a narrative. That's interesting. Jody, I promise you, Sable, you're fine. But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be all right. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward and put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. Jody reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. Maybe this, if I choose I don't know where to start, it'll have some more information. Jody's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle. I tell her with a sigh that I don't know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something. Well, let's just say as useful as it is fun. I think I might be suspecting what Jody's saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. I'll be back. Sable, don't go planning your return before you've even left. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision you're making out there. So in this culture, it seems like, yeah, you will eventually have to leave on a bike. I tell her that's why I'm so eager to make it. To choose well and quickly, so that I don't go too far down the wrong path. Whatever you decide, do so with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Halal. I'll be there to see you off. Andrist. I've told him to arrange your bike with Sizo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you, a compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one I use on my gliding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits perfectly there, perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible satisfying precision. Thank you. Go on, it's nearly time. So we can continue to talk. Oh, LB for compass. Okay, that tells us where to go. That's cool. So here's a quick little thought that I have. So the dialogue is not voiced. That's not a big issue, but I kind of like the Zelda approach if you're not going to have voiced dialogue, at least the Zelda games I've played, where they just don't ramble on for too long. And this game, I'm suspecting they might talk for a little longer than I'd like. As she looks out across the landscape, Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That Alaria over there. I follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance. Oh yeah, is that the speck? Which I now understand is her daughter, Alaria. Do you want me to get her back? Shakes her head. She's fine. I'll get her. She shrugs, parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. We have a short chat about nothing in particular. I say goodbye to Zeki. So, yeah, like we have a short chat about nothing in particular, and then I say goodbye to Zeki. I don't know. We don't really need to have that dialogue. We can just, you could have just ended the conversation there. This game is attempting to create a kind of more, oh, B equals O, yes. Thanks. Attempting to do something a little more literate, like you're reading a book. Okay. Was that money? Did I get it? Oh, I guess I did. Here's another guy. We have a nice chat together. Okay, see, that's what I like. That's all I need to know. Okay, so, wow, this village is actually kind of bigger than I thought. It seems like there might be a day-night cycle, too. Because it's darker now than when I started. So we'll see how long this demo is compared to and then we'll see about playing another game, or possibly two more. But if this one demo ends up being like an hour or whatever, then I'll probably just play one more demo, not two. So I think we were meant to go here. Yep. The ceremony. I need to complete tasks for Halal. Halal. She's Halal. As I approach Halal, they give an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Halal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves for balance. Sable, take this. I got a hovering something or other. Hands me a small round stone. As it settles into my palm, I feel a warmth not borrowed from Halal's hands, but emanating from within. I rub my thumb over it to find it softly electric, like static on cloth. You know what? Let's just say thank you. I thank them for the fuzzy rock. Oh, Sable, you don't know what to do with this. That's true. What I've given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? Fuzziness? Then you're doing it right. What you feel is the stone. In that stone is openness. I look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. How do I do that? Take it up to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Halal claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me at once. That's done. Blah, blah, blah. I'm about to leave and then Halal stops me. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek. Go see Drist. I say Drist. That's my bad habit from reading R.A. Salvatore books. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? Yes, yes, yes. Quest started. You can see over there in the distance, there's some kind of glowing red machinery there. Oop, got some loot. Money, currency of some kind, I don't know. Yeah, this game does have eco vibes. The big open area is also reminiscent of Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, many games are influenced by those two titles, of course. So let's check this thing out. Postbox, logging in. Hello, Sable. Unread messages. Have a good day. Okay. What about you? Johnny greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. That's big glider to you. I tell Jody I'm actually a big glider. She laughs. You're right, you are. Sable, noted adult and big glider. I'll keep that in mind. That's funny. Run, 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 run. Some more down there. Oh, there's some kind of buffalo. So, the other person we were supposed to talk to is think on a lower level... Oh, I can bring this up. Okay. This way. Is it safe to just drop? Oh, I picked this up. Umar is a man of few words. I think there was someone closer by that I was supposed to talk to. It's telling me to go further, but I don't think that's... I thought I was supposed to go to someone around here. Ah. This guy. Race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect that he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom feature. It's probably going to be junk. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore? Or will I get used to it? Sable, hello. How are you today? Special for me? Specials. You got something special? Something special? I nod very meaningfully, but he doesn't seem to get the hint. I make a leading gesture slowly, trying to be perfectly cool and confidential. But I can't do it. I'm too keen. Okay, so let me say this. Right now, this game feels like a YA novel. The start. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's the vibe that I'm getting. I asked Driss if he might, sort of possibly, have a bike for me. Your bike? He yells it like it's an idea he just had. Your bike? Yes, of course. Because today is your... gliding? Yes. Of course, right? Yes, yes. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? It's sort of a tutorial for you. A tutorial? You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. I think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding, but Driss does seem earnest, sort of. A test. Bike test. Driver's test. It's old and shabby. I'll give it a go. Really? I mean, yes, good. Be gentle, though. This sandcutter's older than Jadi. You treat her with respect. Now ride the bike through the ring and back. Okay. And here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. Don't lose your bike. When you're not riding it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass. On my compass. Okay. Now, where was that circle? Ah. Trigger to accelerate. A to strafe. Okay. Strafe. Steer and get off. Wow, this thing is a piece of junk. Slow. These rings are also reminiscent of Shadow of the Colossus. Slicing sands. Let's head back to Driss. Hey, Bacon, what's up? This game is called Sable. I return to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations. How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles? Yes. Unexplained hissing? Yes. Small fires? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Well, the sandcutter must like you then. It's usually a little more temperamental with new riders, but you're not even a little bit on fire. Have you already been by Halal? Yes. I nearly forgotten about Halal and thanked Tris for the reminder. Before at least nudging him a little about the bike, I asked him if I'll still be getting one. Well, you're getting used to the soundcutter. That's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands? And Halal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that, mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only slightly tarnished, I thank Tris very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Halal. Okay, so I'm not getting a cool bike. I'm stuck with that junky one. Quest completed. Slicing sands. So I wonder if I should go back to Halal. Halal? Let's go back to her and see. I think I've... Yeah, so this game is kind of neat in the sense that if I just run up against a sheer wall, I'll start climbing it, see? I guess Breath of the Wild did that too, kind of. Yeah, and I have the stamina meter. It goes down really quick. Is this her? Jody, no. Okay, so Halal was where? Ah, here. I don't know if there's fall damage. Head over to the temple, Sable. I promise it's worth the trip. Okay, so let's get on the bike, and then it'll probably tell me where to go next. The temple is like over... just like beyond this area here, somewhere over the hills or on the ridge. Okay. Guess we'll just explore around. It's not really telling me any particular direction to go in. There's a structure here. Let's go check this out. Ooh, the color palettes kind of change as you go into shadowy areas. Let's climb this up. Do I have enough stamina? I don't think I do. Maybe if we... Let's get back on my bike. So yeah, this game seems very like exploration based. Like it doesn't, from what I had seen in the trailers, it doesn't really seem to have combat necessarily. So yeah, I'm not expecting to like be beating things up or anything. We are just exploring. Let's see. Was there a run? Nah, I'm not gonna be able to make that. All right. Yeah, so there does seem to be a daylight cycle. Let's take this piece of junk and see what's over here. Kind of like No Man's Sky, I guess. I've never played that game. That game does have some kind of combat, does it not? Like really crappy combat, but it does have combat. Whereas all the trailers I had seen for this have like none at all. Just a lot of roaming around. So perhaps a bit more like Journey? without the online aspect. Alright, so we're trying to get to some kind of temple. Yeah, it does have a little combat. Oh. Oh. Is that the temple, perhaps? Oh no, I think that's where I came from. Well, let's see what this is. Ooh, I can get inside. Hopefully I can climb. Yep. So, something here. Ooh, this is like... This looks a lot more high-tech than the village I came from. There's nothing of use to be found in the ship, but I notice a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Let's push the button. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It is barely audible. Ship recording. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. The distinct sound of someone slapping somebody else's hand crackles out of the speakers. Sorry, Ramin. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. Some sort of mechanical adjustments seem to be being made. I hear the sound of 3 clicks. Buttons being pressed, perhaps. Okay. When I push this orange thing, pull that lever hard. Yes, Ramin. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh, a Rahona's mask. Not that hard. You've torn it out. Suddenly the speakers are filled with static, crackling, and a low rumble that seems to gradually increase in pitch and frequency. And then the sound of someone cheering. It worked. We're flying. What sounds like an ungainly person dancing around on a metal surface plays out. Okay. Let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that? Let me check what the machinist wrote down for us. A long pause. The whining static sound that started playing when the ship took off seems to be increasing in frequency. It sounds like the ship is picking up pace. Suddenly what sounds like someone pulling and pushing on every button they can as quickly as possible plays out. Ramin? That lever you just ripped out. Toma. That was how we slowed this thing down. Oh, are they crashing? We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to. And then the recording cuts off. Mysterious. So maybe this game you just go around looking at stuff like this and just reading logs. Uh-oh. I love the arms crossed. Uh-oh. Who's this kid? Saima, are you looking for a calibrator? I tell Saima I have no idea what he's talking about. He laughs off my irritation. I compose myself. I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I'll give you the calibrator. I'll give it to you. But I want some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. Beetles? I stifle a sigh. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. Quest started. Beetle detour. Okay. Beetle detour. Ask around the camp. So is that considered like a secondary quest? Oh. Oh, okay. I think I can highlight my quest here. If I highlight this, it'll probably tell me the direction to go in. Yes, it does. I gotta go this ways. Hold on. What if I do this one? Activate the gliding stone at the altar. Okay, I gotta go that way. Okay, let's go that way. Let's let that kid. Let's leave that kid alone for a bit. And see about doing the main thing, I think. Man, this vehicle is a hunk of junk. I mean, they kind of tease that you're going to get a better vehicle later, so I wonder if you can really go super fast with a better vehicle. Because, yeah, this thing is slow. And look at all the smoke. Well, I guess it's not all smoke. It's partially the sand being kicked up. Okay, so we're just going to head in this direction here. I'm going to find the altar. The altar. Having some Arizona iced tea today. They were on sale at the store for their original 99 cents price. I am still recovering from the fact that they bumped up the price of Arizona to, what is it? Like $1.29. That was like sometime last year. It's blasphemous. I'm kind of tempted to explore a little more, but let's just kind of head in the proper direction. I see some other interesting points, but let's just keep on going. I think if we continue this way, we'll get the gliding ability, which I had again seen in the trailers. Okay, this is it. That's the temple up there, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if there's anything else to look at here. My understanding is that this game is coming to Xbox platforms as well as PC, obviously, but I don't think there was any mention of PlayStation. When situations like this happen, my feeling is it's kind of like a timed exclusive, and then eventually it'll come to other platforms later, like PlayStation later. You know, Cuphead was another example of that, right? Let's hold on a second. Let me get this music kind of bumping, because it sounds pretty cool. Oh, the music's already... Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, okay, just like that. Yeah. I wonder if I can climb this safely. Am I gonna run out? Oh, I almost ran out of stamina. Thrilling gameplay. These walls, in addition to looking a lot like Mobius's artwork, remind me of salmon. It's making me hungry. So I think these pink walls kind of denote like maybe Oh, okay, it's a ledge, so let's go this way. Platforming. I like platforming. Some... Okay. Whoa. Oh, look at this weird thing. Chum egg. Chum egg, perfectly round and hard as a rock. These eggs seem to float with how light they are. There might be a good place to put these. Okay, so we're gonna have to find somewhere to put those eggs. I don't think I've been up there. Or there. Seems like there's a lot that you could look at. Oh, hey, look at that. There's some kind of floating airship. I'm assuming we can get there at some point. Maybe in the full game. Cool. Alright. Salmon walls. Oh, look, this is a statue of a creature of some kind. A winged butterfly squatting human. Okay. Humanoid. Alright. So this looks like a... Oh, look at this. Oh, no. No fall damage? Okay, cool. Alright. Take a look at the shadows. They're moving. That's how fast the sun is moving in the sky, I guess. At least when it's dark, it's not full-on darkness. Okay, there's no other way to get up top. I don't have enough stamina to reach even the top of here, or do I? Come on. Nope. Okay. Maybe there'll be ways to increase your stamina. Maybe killing some lizards or something. Like Shadow of the Colossus. The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid, exhilarated, or maybe it feels right? I am ready for Rahona to know me. I am ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. Who's Rahona? Is it a god, a goddess of some kind? There's the glowing stone that we got. You know, it's just one of those unfortunate things where Mobius really was never able to get any of his art made into a full-length feature film, as far as like an animated movie goes. Okay, so yeah, I think that's hovering. This is what this game is like making me feel right now. It's like, wow, it's such a shame we never got any of his animated movies. Okay. Our fellow mod friend, Goro, is also a big fan of Mobius's artwork too. The Inkal is one of his works. He also famously worked with Stan Lee as the artist, and Stan Lee wrote The Silver Surfer and Galactus. It's like a trade paperback, and it's one of Stan Lee's most, I don't know what's the proper way to phrase it, but it's one of his more serious works. Is this a effigy to Rorona? Yeah, it's Stan Lee's and Mobius. That was a very interesting partnership, and for anyone watching now or in the future, take a look. Okay, so that's my hovering ability. Take a look. Just Google search that, and you'll see Mobius's depiction of Galactus. It's one of the more interesting depictions of Galactus that I've ever seen. Okay, let's hover. Whee! Nice. So we are in a raised area. This seems like the kind of game where people are going to want to really explore and even break it. Like, you know, try and just like get to places that they are not supposed to be. I am assuming we have to go this way. Climb. Nice. So in a game where potentially there's not going to be any combat at all, you really need to make the exploration strong. You need to really make the movement strong. And I wouldn't say that, like, I'm not going to say anything about how I feel about it so far, but, you know, in any definitive manner, but so far it's pretty good. The floating, the climbing, the movement, it all seems good. Good. Let's see if there's anything down here. Maybe some treasure. Hold on. Oh, do I have to hold the button? What's going on? Is this some beta? Oh, you know what? They probably just want you to do that. Okay. Okay, treasure. What was that? Nothing? They had a funny sound effect for finding nothing. like a gong. Anything down there? Doesn't look like it. Let's get back up. Okay, we can hover back, I assume. Let's practice my hover skills. This is going to be a long one. Ooh, I kind of, okay, good, we made it. Okay, so if you just tap jump, you won't activate the hovering, but if you hold jump, you'll activate hover. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, we've got the hovering now, so I have to show Halal the activated gliding stone. Okay, let's get down. Where is my hover bike? Whoa, hover baby. Oh, I have... It doesn't seem to run out, so that's pretty cool. Whee. Gotta head back to town. This seems so far to fill that niche, that that personal thing for me about being like a chill kind of game. The music definitely checks that mark. The graphics definitely check that mark. The seeming pace of the game definitely seems to be of the chill variety. Let's get a little closer. I think around this side is there's a way to get up. Doesn't seem like the vehicles can be damaged. At least it didn't seem like it there. Can I climb this? I can indeed. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get up this ladder. Here's the person I think that we were meant to talk to. I could ask about catching beetles for Sina, that wretched child. Do you know where I can find some beetles? There's a nest of beetles just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it, though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor, and the beetle will start eating it, then you can sneak up and grab it. When I return to Halal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How do you feel? Like a warm hug. I tell Halal that I feel almost embraced by the Perpetual. The Perpetual must be that god or goddess that we were referring to. That's such a nice way of describing it. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling, just floating on the breeze. So it seems like people of this village, for a time, leave and acquire the ability to hover. And then after a while, perhaps when they're older, they lose it. Also, this character, I'm just noticing now, has a prosthetic leg. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age. Okay, fades with age. Or else I may never have come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. I wish we could all do it. I tell Halal. So do I, Sable, so do I. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. It takes a really serious focus. You're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. Try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all of that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. I thank Halal for their advice and for their help, and tell them I miss them. It'll be over before you know it. Before I go, Halal gestures towards the tower. It seems Cizo wishes to see me before I leave the clan. Okay, so let's do the. You know what's funny? They directed. Oh, okay. I think it's up there. Also, we can. Yes, okay, that's highlighted. I probably won't do the side quest there with the Beatles. You know, whatever. I hate stuff like that. That's something like, you know, if I was trying to platinum the game or something, I would do it. I love the fact that I can climb anywhere, though. That's cool. You know, because you can climb anywhere, that's really inviting the player to explore into places that possibly the developers don't want you to go. So they must have designed this place in a way that makes sure that, like, you know, you're still being kind of like directed in a general direction. Saizo is an outclanner to the Ibexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall. I think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given to their posts, and by their training and their code must go to where they are needed. But Saizo has been amongst us for so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. Everyone here in this world is wearing masks, I've noticed. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there is a perception amongst other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Ibexi versus outclanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. So there's a lot of world building in this game, which is cool. I'm down with that. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased that Saizo did. Oh, Sable. How do you do, clan child? Only think of one thing. A bit worried. Am I getting a bike? Saizo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most of the time, and I am always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Jadi told me how excited you were. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have. I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as scatterbrained. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. I'm going to make my own. That sounds like an adventure. It's more meaningful than you know. To bond with one's bike before it has taken form is more privilege than labor. Here, take this. The Navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful in finding the old parts. I asked Saizo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships, in fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down near the camp. Oh, I think I was there. You'll find another up on that great rock near the other side of the canyon, and another behind the old dam. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. Oh, the calibrator, I need to do that quest for the kid. That's quite a lot of work. There are tasks that grant energy and tasks that take it. This is the former. Okay. RB. Don't ask. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Using your navigator, press RB in heathen speak, or R1. I missed it. Let's see. I can leave? Okay. So we are going to... Oh. Oh, it's a good thing they tell you where your bike is. And I can conveniently just do this. So let's do the beetle one. I was not going to, but now it seems like I must. Okay. Beetle detour. Atomic calibrator. I need 3 bugs. East of the camp. I have to distract it with some food. Okay. Let's see. East of the camp. So what is north? Okay, that's north. Hold on. Here's the camp. North. So somewhere here, somewhere this way. Oh, I think this marker here is telling me which way to go. 3 beetles. There was something about like lifting a rock and finding the food underneath a rock. Let's see. Nope. Let's try finding the beetles, but if I have no luck doing that, I will try the other quest. You can't crash. It doesn't seem like you can. Alright, let's try something else. Find a control panel. Okay, let's just try this. It could be... Let's just... Ooh, it could be somewhere here, actually. Mojo, how is Sable? Well, I would say that there's a lot of... I mean, it's mostly an exploration-based game. So, you know, like... It's kind of gonna live and die on how interesting you find the exploration. And I think it's pretty cool so far, but they're making me do, like, menial tasks, like, you know, find like, these... find these rats or something like that. Something lame like that. which is, not the most exciting thing to do, right? Kind of, I was like, I don't feel like doing that, but it seems like I actually have to progress. So that's kind of lame. But yeah, I do like the feel of the game. Okay, this is it. Here's these stupid little bugs that I have to catch. There was something about... Oh, let's read my notes. Let's see. Beetle detour. To catch one, I'll have to distract it with food. And yet I do not have food. How was lunch? Let's see. Distract it with food. How do I don't have any food on me. There was something about finding food underneath a rock. Let's see if I can find what they were referring to. Okay, they go underground. Okay. Burrito boys. I've never tried burrito. Oh wait, have I? No, I don't think I have. That's cool. Oh look, could that be food? Could these things be food, perhaps? Aha! That could be the food that they like. Just throw it. Oh yeah, look at the hearts. I got you now, you little bastards. Do I have to crawl? Haha! Haha! Okay, sweet. Let's try this again. Wachaka! Come on. You know you love it. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. I think I need like 5 total. We'll throw it. This is some highly advanced gameplay here. Is that everything? 3 out of 3. Now I have to go find Saima. She likes to play in the cave underneath the camp. Okay, well. Okay, we did the menial task of finding these beetles. It wasn't too bad, after all. So now we will go to our bike, and handily enough... Like, I really like how... This area is not... This is still like we are kind of in a enclosed area. Like this walled-off canyon. As you can see here. So... And even though it's closed off, it still feels like a very open area. You can go in a lot of different directions, so that's kind of cool. And I think we got to go here as well, but let's drop off the thing that we need to. So I would say that the challenge of this game for the developers is how are they going to really keep someone's interest up in a non-violent game. At least it seems like it is non-violent from what I had seen in the trailers. Because I mean, yeah, just if it amounts to just doing a bunch of fetch quests, that's not cool. That's kind of lame. So yes, we are looking for for this child, and she's going to be in a cave underneath the settlement. I think that's the one right there. Gotcha, you little piece of crap. Saima starts to cry when I give her the beetles. You'll leave, and you'll never come back. Comfort her. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad you were her friend? I promised to find Yara. Mojo, what other demos you downloaded? Bear and Breakfast, which seems like a kind of sim kind of game, like you're just managing a bed and breakfast, but you're also a bear, maybe? I don't know. It seemed cool and silly. And then the other one was Okinawa Beatdown or something like that. Okinawa Rush, Okinawa Beatdown, which looks like a beat 'em up brawler. Oh, and also uh, Night Trap downloaded My Time at Sandrock, which looks like a kind of another farming social sim type game like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing or whatever, and that looks cool. But I think I'll play this game and maybe another one. We'll see how far. We'll see how long this takes. Okay, so yeah, this game is leaving little plot threads to get people interested. It seems like when you're young enough, you come of age, and you have to go out from this village, and and you gain this gliding ability. But eventually, you grow out of it, and you'll return. But it sounds like some people never return, as they just mentioned. Okay, so we've got to find a few more things. I've never seen what's under here. What's this? What's this? Ibix red dye. Oh, cool. I can use that to color my bike. Very cool. So a game like this, I think it needs to have some kind of maybe even social feature. You know, if it's going to be so reliant on exploration and stuff, maybe there could be a way to, you know, take pictures and share with friends or something, right? The places you've seen and been to. And yeah, they're letting you customize your bike with colors. So again, that's another thing that maybe you'd want to share with others. Okay, so the next thing. Okay, wait. Can I highlight this? Ship of Old. Find a power supply and a control panel. Now, I think they mentioned that there was something here at the dam, but as far as the other location goes, I forget. So hopefully we kind of... Maybe, if we talk to someone, they might remind us. Puttering along. If I could get up on this and go through that ring, I think it can highlight. I think it can glow. Doesn't look like it can, though. Mojo, Death Stranding raised the bar in terms of how to make basic traversal while exploring and engaging and interesting. You're right. I really did enjoy just walking around in Death Stranding, and they did a great job just making walking around feel interesting and fun. The whole weight aspect to it. And another thing is just like, you know, for lack of a better term, the beauty of that game as well. Just the beautiful vistas as you're walking around and exploring. They just really sold you on exploring and wanting to see things. But also, as I said earlier, this notion of like having a social aspect to connect people while you're traveling, I think is something that could be explored more, and for this game, that is. And again, Kojima leading the way. There was some awesome social features in, or what would you call it? More like asynchronous features in Death Stranding that really made it cool. Like, you know, the whole leaving notes and messages. Of course, we know that's a thing from Souls games, but within the context of Death Stranding, I think it really added another dimension to the game, and of course, the idea of building structures and having your structures show up in other people's games. Again, that's just so unique. You know, I'm not saying this game should do all of those things, but I'm just saying there's a way to make a game feel like you're exploring, and it's very solitary and lonely, but there's also a method to kind of make people feel like you're in on the journey too, that you're not alone. And Death Stranding did that. Very well. So let's see about this area. And I suspect with this game, we're not going to get like the full story of what happened to this world, or this whole world, if it even is Earth. I'm not even sure about that. But, you know, I like games that leave things to the imagination, too. I like that. Okay, so let's see. Treasure? Money? Shmoney? I don't even know what we're supposed to do with this money. Okay. Looks like I gotta use my hovering skills. Let us try getting up here. And then we'll hover over to that side. Ooh. Yes, we made it. Okay, looks like there's a... We'll have to put some power into a generator. Oh, and speaking of like, you know, these games where you're taking a long journey, and in a non-hostile kind of environment, there's Journey. How could I forget Journey? And again, that's a game that, you know, sells you on this idea of traveling. Ah, this music is really cool, by the way. Of traveling, but also like, you know, you're not alone, right? Journey did that beautifully. Okay, we can go inside, but let's take a look. Let's take a look at this other side here. Okay. Is this another crashed ship? It seems like it. Cool. I wonder in the next few years, will we see more of this kind of genre where you're just like, what do you want to call it? Like, I don't want to call it a walking sim. That has a bad rap. Although I have to say, I like walking. I like, you know, I like that. I'm not opposed to walking. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, I wonder if we'll see more games in this kind of genre. Atomic control panel. We found the atomic control panel. Now there's only one more thing to find. Let's take a look at this though. This ship of some kind. Let's take a look at our character actually. How do they even see through here? It doesn't seem possible that you could see through that mask. I don't think there's anything else to see in this. Okay. So how does one leave? Oh, there's a ladder. Also, there's something over there, but it's kind of far. Meh, it's just a demo. Mojo, I think games that focus mainly on exploration and traversal have to have some kind of strong hook. Yeah, they would definitely need to have that in the absence of other aspects that games usually have. Now, Death Stranding actually does have like, you know, like combat, so it's not like a completely non-violent game. However, it certainly isn't the focus of that game. Like you know, having a element of mystery is a good hook, I would say. Okay, so now we gotta find the power supply, but I don't know where to find it, so I think I'm gonna go back to town and chat with some people, and hopefully they tell me, they set me in the right direction, because I'm not really sure where that is supposed to be. I wonder if we'll get our sweet bike and then they'll say, that was it. Hope you like the demo. I have a feeling that could happen. Okay. Hey, some animals. Can I ride the animals? Nope. How do we get up here? Okay. Who was the person that I talked to about getting my bike? Oh, probably this person here. Some nice chill music for the town. I always like that. Alright. Okay. Not helpful. Find the power supply. Who can tell me where to get that? Oh, I think it was someone, the person up on top of this tower. Just blaze through this dialogue. I heard it before. Let's talk to this person up here. Hopefully we get the proper direction. And I will take a quick little break. We've already reached the 1 hour 19 mark for my stream. I would say this game has successfully perked my interest. There was a moment where I had to find those bugs or whatever, and I was like, oh, they making me do this? That is so lame, and I wasn't even sure where to go. And I was strongly considering stopping right then and there, actually. But I'm glad I continued because I am liking this so far. I'm not like head over heels for it. I think that the visuals are the biggest strong point for it. Anyways, let's oh, Mojo getting a delivery to its destination with an S rank. The hook for Death Stranding lied within the method and strategy to getting to your destination. Yeah. Oh man, once you get the zip lines, I was like, this is awesome. Okay. And actually, that's kind of part of the reason why I enjoyed playing Dragon's Dogma the way I am. So, for the main storyline of Dragon's Dogma, the main game, I actually did not use teleports or warping at all. And that's something that was included like after. Like they made fast travel more easier to do in the DLC post launch, but I played the game pretty much without using that. So I basically walked all over the world in Dragon's Dogma for all the quests, everything back and forth. It's not a gigantic world. It's not like GTA or Skyrim or anything like that. But just the act of doing that made me feel like really connected to the world, And yeah, this idea of like preparing for your journey, preparing for your quest as you go from point A to point B, whether it be Death Stranding to deliver something, or in Dragon's Dogma where you're going from one point to another for your to get to a dungeon or whatever. Yeah, I just love that idea of like preparing for a journey and getting ready for it. I wonder if this game will have some aspect of that too. Atomic power supply. Cool. Where the heck is it though? You're not gonna tell me? Maybe it's over there. Okay. Okay, that's where we came from. Maybe we'll go there. I'll head in that direction. Oh yeah, I think it is. Like maybe up at the very top of there. If it's not, then I'm kind of screwed, but I don't even know if this demo has like a save function. Oh, can we reach there? Can we reach it? Can we reach these people? Mojo, I think if a game makes you want to use fast travel, often it is a poorly made open world game. So yeah, that's an interesting point because there was fast travel in Dragon's Dogma at at launch. However, it was extremely limited. It was an extremely limited resource. So me being the stingy gamer that I am, I basically did not use it practically at all for the entire game. But it ended up making me feel like I was really, as I said, connected to the world and everything like that. But a lot of people complained about the game not having fast travel, so they were like, or a more convenient method of fast travel. So with the update or with the DLC, they were like, okay, here's an item that lets you fast travel infinitely. And what ended up happening is, look at this. My character was bugging out for a bit. What ended up happening was I bought the game a second time on PS4. I had played it on PS3. And I actually ended up having less fun because of the fast travel. Because I was just zipping over from place to place without a care in the world, and it actually undermined all of the other intricate systems that are underneath the game. So, without trying to turn this into a Dragon's Dogma stream, uh, there's a what did I want to say? I kind of lost track. Oh yeah, so in Dragon's Dogma, there's in the open world, there's a day-night cycle. Monsters can appear and attack you like as you're traveling, right? In unplanned ways and stuff like that. And if you're fast traveling, you're gonna miss all that, right? So that sucks. Anyways, that's kind of the point I wanted to make without turning into a whole thing. Ilaria, the balloon was more fun than the person in it. What balloon? I approached the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? She really is. I nod. Well, good to meet you. And, oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. Jordan? Suppose if you've come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh? Yeah, give me a map. 50 cuts. That must be the currency. If you're leaving on your gliding, you'll definitely need a map of the Ewer at least. And I'll sell you one for only 50 cuts. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, the narrative way that this game has dialogue, has your character speaking, I think it's cool, but I also like games that are more succinct. Bacon is in the conversation. I still think the most important aspect of an open world game is making the act of walking feel satisfying in terms of movement, sound design, and controls. I believe that is why Breath of the Wild received such high praise. It feels good to walk in that game. Yeah, I'm actually, that trailer for Breath of the Wild 2, it's really making me want to check that out. The first game. Quest started. Okay. That's not the main quest, but I'll probably have to do that as well. Let's get back to the main thing. Whee! I would say that the danger of making a game like this is that they think it's a lot more interesting than it really is. And I would say that's the same issue potentially with like where was I going? Oh, I think I was heading this way. Even with Death Stranding, maybe whatever Kojima thinks is interesting is not actually all that interesting to everyone else. And this game, likewise, I think there's a danger there that they think that what they're showing off here in this demo is like super, like, oh my god, this is brilliant. Of course everyone's gonna dig this, but maybe not. Maybe that's not all that interesting after all. Or you know what? There's also this idea that you don't have to make a game that's appealing to everyone. I think that's also a key thing to keep in mind as well. Maybe we're supposed to go here. I'm not really sure. I think we're supposed to go here. Whee! Bacon, I want good feedback when I'm walking. Kind of like how landing a hit in Street Fighter or GG feels more exciting than Mortal Kombat. The great Shigeru Miyamoto himself has said that, like, for a Mario game to be interesting and fun, you need to just have Mario in like an empty room, and the player needs to, like, you know, the testers or whatever, they just have to run around and jump. And if that in itself, in a blank room, ends up being fun, then you know that you've got a good game. You got something going on. But I do think it's an interesting field that is going to get more explored in indie circles and in mainstream circles. Just this idea of exploration and walking around, because yeah, I think that audiences are kind of ready for that, right? Like we've done the shooting thing. We've pretty much achieved like maximum overdrive, like critical mass with the act of shooting. There is no way, like, I mean, how much more improvement can we see in the field of killing one another? In other words, right? So now we need to explore other aspects of gaming, you know? Mojo, Ghost of Tsushima had great exploration gameplay. I haven't played that yet. I'm looking forward to it. The world is beautiful to experience. And you feel a bond with your horse? Oh, damn. Guiding winds was a great mechanic in the game to encourage exploration. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Okay, I think we gotta go this a ways. Yeah, there's so many games, so many more games I need to try out. That game, Ghost of Tsushima, Breath of the Wild. So many games. That's kind of the reason why I haven't bought Monster Hunter for the Switch, because I know I'd probably just play that for like a year, or at least like 6-7 months. This better be where I need to get the thing I need to get. I want my damn bike. Ooh. Bacon, as much as I love Tsushima, I think the movement is not quite there yet. The environment and atmosphere of the game really carried the exploration. It's miles ahead of other open worlds, though. I suspect the new version of Death Stranding that's coming out will probably not have like new areas to explore. That would be amazing, but I'm not really expecting it. I think there's going to be like a set of challenge rooms at best. A set of challenge rooms that you can do, like that stealth section that clearly looked like Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I think some combat arenas. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. I wonder if this game saves my progress. Climb, climb. Doesn't seem like they want me to climb this, because it seems really awkward to do so. Oh, aha! Look at this. There's my atomic power supply. Yes, I got it. I'm guessing I'll need to get my map though. Hopefully that'll be the last stupid fetch quest I need. So for this game to really sell me, or anyone rather, you know, I really think they shouldn't have made you do fetch quests, unless that this is indeed what the entirety of the game is comprised of, fetch quests. Yeah, I feel like they should have kind of got you going like to a point where you have everything going, and they sell you on like the central thesis, if you will, of the game. You know, give you all the goods, like give you some decent mid-game stuff. You know, the proper bike, and let you rip around the world. And yeah, just show off like what makes this game amazing. Because you know, I think that it looks cool. I think the presentation is really nice, but I'm not entirely sold on the gameplay necessarily. I think the movement's actually quite good too, with the fact that you can climb anywhere, and hovering is really neat. And the bike, well, the bike is not great, but that's because they've said that this is a crappy bike. So yeah, I feel like they could have sold you on the idea, the central you know, themes of this game better for a demo. They're trying to sell me on it, right? Like they want me to spend money on it. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Just want haptic feedback. Bacon. It's amazing how Kojima made a whole game of a fetch quest. Yeah. How about that, eh? One of my favorite games of all time is Eco, and that's essentially entirely based on something that gamers hate, which is an escort quest. Eco is basically just one gigantic escort quest. Yet it's my favorite game, one of my favorite games. To me, things that people hate, they say, "Oh, I hate fetch quests. Oh, I hate deliveries, or I hate escort quests. I hate fetch quests." When people say that, it's more that they haven't seen a good version of it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there is somewhere a really good escort quest game, or there's a really good fetch quest game out there. It's just that when people make these blanket statements, it's that their knowledge base is based on the shitty games that they've played. Okay, I return to Saizo with the parts, and it's as she waves me over that I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again? Once I'm gone. Everything we need. Are you ready to assemble your bike? Yes, indeed. Then let's head to the workshop. Ooh, listen to the tunes. Saizo relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one can only truly appreciate when Saizo is in her element. I wonder if it's this way with all machinists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together, not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. And all we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. I like the beats. Okay, so let's make this ship. Aha. Uh-huh. 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 I don't know if I'm doing this right. Oh, hello. What's this? Gliding bike booster. Oh, okay. I think if I put something in the right place, it'll sort itself out. Okay. Yeah, so this is cool. I'm digging this. I really hope that this bike is gonna be awesome. Like when it's done, it's gonna like just totally rip across the world. Bike wings. Shiny sparkly thing. Uh-oh, it's happening. Haha, it looks weird. Speak to Saizo. Let me pour some more Arizona iced tea. Can you hear that? It's a little ASMR. Listen. Simoon. All at once I know the hoverbike's name. Simoon. Simoon? I say it in a whisper to let Saizo know. Well done. Does she want to go with me? She does, clan child. Simoon has a wandering spirit like you. You're ready then for the gliding. May the gods turn their faces from you. May the gods turn their faces from you? That's an interesting phrasing. You would think it's more like may the gods turn their faces to you. It's maybe they don't believe in gods in this world. I don't know. An odd blessing, perhaps. Yeah, I was just gonna say. But Saizo is prone to such things, and I can read in her tone that it was meant quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Saimoon, to take care of her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travels. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, we got a badge. Oh, and here, take this. It's a machinist badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth, and they'll give you more badges. I thank Saizo twice for good measure and give a bow. I am ready. Does anyone have a face? No, everyone seemingly wears a mask. Ooh, listen. Listen to that. Are they really gonna stop now? I'm not gonna get to ride the bike? Oh, what a tease. What a tease. Sable, everyone. Well then. Wishlist now? I will not. Actually, no, I think I have wishlisted it. Return to title. Trash? That's mean. I wouldn't say it's trash for my part, but that was kind of mean, I agree. Let me rip on this thing. Let me get going. But yeah, so that is Sable, everyone. It was alright. But I was expecting something. I knew that it wasn't going to have any kind of like action violence, but that doesn't mean you can't have action period in your game. You know what I'm saying? You can have some element of excitement in this game, but they didn't really sell that, you know? This is intended to sell you on it, this demo, and I'm not sure they did that. Additionally, if you're going to make a game that is more contemplative, more meditative, more calm and chill while you're exploring, there are many good examples of that. I'm thinking of Journey, first and foremost. And I don't think this game quite achieved that sense of meditation and calm and exploration that Sable did. That Journey did. Mojo, the one thing that would sell people on this game, they just bamboozled you with. Okay, they did indeed bamboozle me with that. So I have completed the first demo from Steam's Next Fest that I have downloaded. The next one is going to be let's go for some action. Hopefully, we'll try out Okinawa Beatdown or Okinawa Rush. But I'm going to take a little break first. So I will get back to you in 5 to 10. So I'll see you then.